So now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious. Young black.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Go right in. 50. Mike 50. Army.
A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. He finds an opening past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Lynch. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. 3 down.
Here's Prescott. He's going to get this out to Marshawn Lynch. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go. All right, hey.
Mike 50, Mike 50. I got one.
Prescott from the gun on third. And that is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. Start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
$319. 49 to Mike. Oh, you got deep? Switch.
Hey, home.
Switch gears.
Alert.
Allen now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
We got 4.
Alert.
Kill. Alert, flare.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, 2nd-year man out of Auburn. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
53. Check 53. Not today.
Alert.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup and mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mike's 40. Mike's 49. All right. Here we go. Let's go.
Half.
Hey, let's get this. 49.
Bravo.
49. Hey, watch that.
From the gun, it's Allen. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
That's another Cowboy.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was brought down.
That's where you belong.
5 wide.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd
Blue
and
draw
7
Corkers.
at the 45-yard line.
13.
Alert.
Tighten up.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Allen, screenplay, Johnson. And Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down.
Yeah, baby.
Hopefully nothing serious. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
It's 4th down.
Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They run. It's Johnson going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. Carry on Johnson turned away on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Now Prescott. He's going to loft one. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Hauschka with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Down the time. 4 down. Check.
On play action, Allen. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because a strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Watch the screen.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. So after the run by Lynch, here's another 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after 1.
Let's go.
Score tied 7-7.
Come on, D.
26.
1st down, the run with Lynch. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
50. No gain on this defense. No gain. Showing it. Check it back.
26.
On 2nd down, it's Lynch. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
And it brings up third down.
Hey, go 480.
Mike 50.
Hey, come go 46.
Come get some. Come on in. Come get some.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. There's just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down, Buffalo.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
I'm coming.
Then we're going to 53.
Mike 50. Mike 50. Hustle, hustle. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
26.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, second most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Here we go 47. 47.
Mike 50. Mike 50. Hey, come on, now. Come on, now.
26.
Prescott to throw it. And an alley to run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Watch the slant.
Here we go 46.
Check Mike
26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Here we go.
Then he finds Beasley, complete. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 7.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Allen. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more last time coming.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
22 yards there, a first down.
Let's go.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. To throw is Prescott, and that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Hey, 47. 26.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the...
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard. 77 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Bills send the punter out, standing just outside his own goal line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Here's Prescott. He finds Yeldon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
A gain of 14.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run on first down. Lynch And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run again with Lynch. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Marshawn Lynch hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
SOS.
Switch. Middle.
Here's Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And the Cowboys.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
I got you. Shoot.
On first down, Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Hatch it.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check.
Round 80.
Check.
Hey, home.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Smooth. Here we go.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
At the 11-yard line.
Hey,
keep it up. Watch twist.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
6-6. Pull it high.
Here's Pollard again. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come out in the pistol. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Allen to throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Allen now looks to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Ed Oliver in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
That second down play nets a -4.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Here we go, 47.
3rd and long for Prescott. He finds Lynch. It's complete. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
Hey, kill.
4th down, Prescott. And able to find John Brown. He's at the 30, past the 20, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Bills have retaken the lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49.
Allen now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
You're not ready. Whip. Watch the whip.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Half 85. 5 down. Stand up in. Mike's 49.
To throw, it's Allen. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Rush in.
Middle.
49's the mic. Watch 49. Strip the ball.
Hey, tight.
That ball. Mike.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And this is caught at the 8. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, kill.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face, and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Zerline good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Here's Prescott. Got a man. It's Brown. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2. Now Prescott. He's got Smith here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Prescott to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. That'll bring up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Prescott to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
We're going to 54. 26.
Prescott yet again. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Intended for Cole Beasley. It's now 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll throw again. Prescott to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Lee Smith, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd down and goal from the 8-yard line.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. And again, it's Prescott. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. One last shot now for Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments